My name is Coach Leroy. I'm part of RDF. I'm one of the coaches for RDF here. Today we're going to be working on our shooting and working on a little bit of consistency with our shooting. Alright, so I'll start with a warm-up. The first warm-up I'll always do, and tell all the boys that our coach will do when they're working on shooting, is to stand around the rim, right close to the rim, so not too far, maybe like 2 feet away, 2-3 feet away. You're gonna just making sure your elbows aiming at the rim. You're gonna be bending your knees, coming up, holding your follow through, and taking your shot. You have to keep your form the same. Alright, it's just warming up, getting your elbow warm. That's the whole point of this. So you make 5 in 5 spots. So you got 1 in the wing, diagonal, middle, wing, and the side as well. Okay? You have to make 5 in each spot, holding your follow through in each shot. Alright? And that's how it is, and that's what you do in a warm-up. Alright? So after you do your warm-up, you will start in the mid-range area. So you come out where you would say is mid-range, and you do 5 spots. It's always 5 spots. When you do 3-point line, mid-range, inside, there's always 5 spots. And you do a minimum of 5. Well, in the inside you do 5, on the outside you do 10 in each spot. So, because you're actually doing the drill now. Alright, so you do 10 in each spot. Coach Dengle's here. He could have been my, what's it called? Rebounder. Yeah. It made life a lot easier. That's a good point. Normally when it comes to doing this drill, it's better to do it with either a partner or do it even in threes. So you either have 2 rebounders or 1. So like that the shooter doesn't have to come out of his place and you can focus more on the shooting. And instead of anything else, it's like doing a rebound. Make my pencil. Now when it comes to taking your inside shots in the mid-range, is making sure you have the same jump shot no matter whether you miss or make. By keeping the same shot and holding your follow through, making sure you're having that arc and you're having that arm facing up, not going forward. When it comes to holding the ball, you have your strongest hand. So if you're right-handed like I am, you have your hand in the middle here of the ball, and your weakest hand, there's 3 lines on the side of the basketball. All right, that's why you put my weak hand, and you do a little W shape with your hands here. When you do that W shape, you have your elbow, and you have the ball to your face. You have your elbow aiming at the rim. And that's how you would aim. All right, and the power would generate from your legs. So you want to generate your power. Come up, hold the follow through, flick your wrist. Make sure you're flicking your wrist towards the rim, and it should go straight towards the rim. Now, depending on how your arc is, if it goes in or not. Now you can see if you're good shooters or not. Oh, if I made that, that would be such a line. So after you do your 5 spots on the mid-range game, all right, you have to make sure you're making 10. It's a make. It's not just taking 10 shots, it's a make 10 in each spot. After you make your 10 in each spot, you're gonna move on to the outside game, which is your 3-point line. Alright, so in your 3-point line, you're gonna wanna take 10. Take 8, 4. You're gonna take 10 from here in the corner, in the diagonal spot, and then in the middle, right here, which is probably one of my favorites, but actually my corner is my favorite because I'm the corner specialist out here. And then we also have diagonal here and back in the corner here. Alright, you would make 10 in each spot. I'm gonna try and make 5. That's 1. That's 2. Oh, I like it. keeping in mind you need to have your shoulders, your feet, shoulders width apart. Okay, so we don't have it too far, don't have it too close together, too far apart, but you need to make sure when you lift off and you're coming off, you need to make sure you're comfortable on your feet. So when you catch the ball, when you're holding the ball, hold it low, and you go off, you're going off comfortably and landing on your feet as well. Woo. I'm just trying to make these. I need 3 minutes. Oh, yeah. Shooting here, that's it. Oh my God. I only got one more to make. I hate when the ball does that. One more. I made that. Ah! You have to pass me the ball. There you go. Oh! I just want to make one more. I'm too stubborn for my own liking. It's not good, G. I'm telling you. One more. There you go. There we go. Alright. After you've done your 10 shots on the outside of the 3-point line, you're going to go back into mid-range. And this time, if you have a partner, you do a catch and shoot. If you're by yourself, like I'm in this case, you do shooting off the dribble. So you go and step in the mid-range. It should be good as well when it comes to practicing your handles, or if you have any dribble moves you want to work on and you want to add to your game, this would be a point to use it as well. So you have to do the same thing as before, making 10 on the inside, but this time it's just off the dribble. So you can go make a dribble move, and you accumulate your step back into it if you have a step back in your game, or any type of dribble moves, but you just have to finish with your shot. After you do your 10 on the 5 spots on the mid-range game, you move on to the 3-point line and you do the same thing. Try and do a simple crossover and finish with a shot. My specialty, I'll have to say, is a step back. Because I just love making those. Oh! It will be good to work on your dribble moves when you do this drill, adding it to your game so you can shoot off the dribble. My specialty, I will have to say, is the step back. So I love to do a step back on someone's face. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! That was splash, no racking the river, nothing. Alright, as a cool down, what I like to finish with, because you do a lot, when you do after all of this, your arms are gonna feel quite dead and quite tired, and so will your legs. So it'll be good to work on your free throws. and finish with 10 free throws. Or you can do a little game that I like to do. You have to make 4, and that has to be in a row. And if you miss 2 in a row, you gotta start again. 1. If you have a teammate with you, it'll be good. And they can on your last shot, they can put you off, or try to put you off, just to challenge, just to make that last shot a little bit harder. But I was still shooting it. See, every time I try to stun, I fell on the first shot.
Just make 2 more, yeah? I'll cut in and out.
Yeah, don't worry. I can make 4 in a row, don't get twisted. I do the free throw one I do on the regular. That's 1. That's 2 more. This is just get 3 more. No, I'll just get 1 more. That's 2. I have to get 1 more for that 4th. And there you go. These are one of the 5 basketball videos that I'm doing where you can work on your game, and this is for shooting. Stay tuned for the next one.